on it. Move the spray. Now look over to your left.
What's up, Sylvia?
Hey, Sylvia. Happy Max said, he said, yes, ma'am. Yeah, I need my whole jewelry collection to be JC Calamity Jane, baby, because I need to get me some more for me. And Mackenzie. Tampa is not a doctor, but plays one on TV. What you said, Happy Max? What you said? Okay, so here go the book. I don't know if this is what you're talking about.
Yeah, I got that one.
I love this book. Oh, I just love it. Oh, you know what? I might need to go in here and see if I can find me something in my throat.
The Bud Files, welcome in. How you doing?
This right here is where you need to have a good night's rest.
Okay, Mike. Sweet dreams.
Mike said hey, the Bud Files, the sweet dreams, a herbal pillow. And then you just mix up your herbs and you just oh my God. I can't wait. But all the things.
Thank you, Simply Bell.
Hey, Simply Bell.
You know what?
So, guys, if you are ready for tonight's topic, put a heart on the chat so we can get this party started.
Mike sent you a green heart because he know you love green.
Thank you. You know it. Hey, my Renaissance. Can you hear me?
I bet if I make her mad right now, she could hear everything, and I hear everything.
Can you hear us? But we can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
You still can't hear me.
Now we can.
There she go. She be putting that David thing on us. I ain't saying nothing.
Welcome in, Niecy.
Don't hurt everybody. Sylvia, Niecy, Simply Bell, Dave, Niecy, and
hey, Ann, welcome in. I was talking about this book. And this is the person who wrote it.
Nicole Alpine.
Here, put it back. So tonight's topic is why drown in silence? Make a fuss before it destroys you. Let me ask you something. Have you ever been drowning on the inside but smiling on the outside?
Yep.
Can you hear me? Somebody said I don't have audio. Can you all not hear me?
I can hear you. Hey, just give
me.
Okay.
I said he'd be right back.
See, he got to get that coffee so he can deal with it.
Right.
Yeah, and I love it. I love that book. Matter of fact, I like all my books. Yes, she naturally said yes. Simply Bell said yes, ma'am. So I asked the question for those of you all just coming in. The title, tonight's topic is why drown in silence? Make a fuss before it destroys you. Have you ever been drowning on the inside but smiling on the outside? So if you could put your comments in the chat, that would be so awesome.
When I did that one. That Gilbert girl said, yeah, when I wanted no one in my business. Yes, ma'am.
She got me. Did you buy that book off of Facebook or you bought it from a bookstore? Off of Amazon. I got that particular book off of Amazon. My Renaissance?
Yeah.
Have you?
Have I ever? I'm sure I have probably 1,000,000 times in my life.
1,000,000 times?
I'm sure.
She said a
million. Old, so it's probably been a million times.
But she got that My Renaissance grandma glow, so you can't say she old.
Hey.
Nikisha said yes. Yeah. Sometimes I did not want to be a burden. Okay.
Being burdened with the cares of this life? Yes.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever been hurting so bad, but still telling everybody, I'm good?
Yep, yes. All the time.
I'm fine.
Yes. Yep.
I got it. Hey, Rob, welcome in.
And still encourage the other person to do better, even though you hurt. Yes.
Absolutely. But why y'all making this about me tonight? Why y'all making this about me?
We're making it about us, My Renaissance. We're making it about us.
But deep down, you don't got it. You were barely holding on. Okay, let's get started. I need tissue, Kleenex or something. Don't get deep. So y'all might want to go grab some Kleenex, tissue, coffee, cup, tea, whatever you want to get. Nisa said, baby, all the time. Why would it do? If anybody else wants to come up and hang out with us tonight on tonight's topic, I did pin the link at the top. So today we're talking about something real, something deep, something that can literally save lives. Why drown in silence when you can make a fuss? And listen, when I say make a fuss, I don't mean being messy for attention. I mean, speak it up before your pain swallows you whole. Now, anything I say, it's about me. I don't know nobody else's situation. So when I use me as an example, that's what I'm talking about. Mike said, but do drop a thumbs up on every channel, please. What's up, Rob? Lynette said, yes. But I learned to strengthen myself before my heart took me away. It was many years ago, but I finally learned to deal with it and do better. Now life is good. Mike over on the dude side for entertainment purposes only. Right. We ain't no psychiatrists. So many people are out here drowning quietly. Tampa. Not because they want to, but because they've been taught their whole life that silence is strength. And what goes on in this house stays in this house. Don't tell everybody our business. It ain't nobody else's business. They've been told, stop crying, stop complaining, be strong. Don't tell people your business. You're too emotional. Just pray about it. Other people got it worse. And that's the most dangerous lie we've ever been fed.
That others have it worse?
Mm-hmm. Well, just all around. Stop crying. Stop complaining. What I'm going through ain't got nothing to do with you. I get it. Everybody go through stuff. But when you tell people, oh, your situation could be worse than it is, that's not helping me. You're hushing me down from releasing what's on my mind so I can start the healing process. Just tell me, I will accept the fact that you don't want to hear it. Instead of telling me, oh, you ain't the only one suffering. You ain't the only one going through. You are literally quieting people down from opening up and telling you what's really going on.
Erectable, welcome in.
Hey, TZ. Welcome in.
Welcome in.
Hey, Erectable Gardens. How you doing? Everybody.
That's the Fig King.
Hey, Red Bay Gardens. Haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, because I used to say girl until he put me in my place at Tampa. I am a dude. My bad, bro. That was my bad. Happy Max said, everything what you're saying is making me mad because it's exactly what people say. Right, it's true. People will literally shut you down to make you feel less, as though what you're going through is not important because everybody else is going through it. So a lot of times we shut up. Like me, I hold a lot of stuff in so that one day I had a breaking point. My breaking point was not pretty. I have to live with my breaking point every day because everybody around me, oh girl, you just exaggerating, girl. It ain't that bad, girl. Somebody else got it worse than you. You not dead. You still walking around breathing. That ain't something you're supposed to tell somebody because first of all, you don't know what is on that person's mind. You don't know what they going through. If you don't want to talk to them about the situation, just let them find somebody else to go talk to. I might be wrong in how I feel, but what y'all think my Renaissance did?
She about to say something. She just shut it up.
No. It's, it's just that I guess because our family is so small, like I always say. And my sister and I, and she is the oldest, even though everybody comes to me for everything. And it's like, I can't even deal with what's going on in my life because of, because what we going to do? We're going to trade problems. I'm going to sit there and listen to your problem. And then I'm going to say, okay, now let me tell you something. Then I'm going to turn around and tell you what's going on with me. So I help you with your problems. And then I have to go to bed either crying or praying myself to sleep to deal with my own problem. Because, and I remember when I got diagnosed with the disease that I have, and my daughter got diagnosed with a similar disease with probably no more than 3 weeks later. So I'm already dealing in my mind with something so horrible, that I have to deal with this, but I couldn't even focus on me because I'm running to the doctor and I'm dealing with what's going on with you. And I kept on saying, wait a minute, what's wrong with this picture? I can't even focus and get upset about what's going on with me because I'm upset and focusing on what's going on with you. So that's pretty much how it's been because I'm always dealing with everybody else's problem. And I keep telling myself, matter of fact, I told myself again
Minister, today, welcome in.
I said, mind your own business. Because you know what? We just have that instinct to try to get the young people in our family to just take the right path. We try to help them to avoid some of the bumps in the road, but they insist on hitting every last one of them. And so now it's when I get ready to go in, I keep telling myself now, mind your own business. So that's what I have to do because I'm like, y'all do some crazy stuff. And if I keep focusing on what you all doing, I'm not living my life.
Right.
Because y'all insist on being stuck on stupid. So
hey, Suzanne, Simply Bell said, y'all know folks may ask, how are you doing? But nobody really wants to know or hear it. Right. That's a loaded question. How am I doing? You really want to know, or you just shooting me off just to say something so we can go on to the next question? No, don't ask me how I'm doing because I'm going to tell you how I'm doing. I'm all shot up. and I got all this stuff going on with my arm. My throat hurt. They stuck my knee with a gel shot, and I'm broke, and I need my own spot. Don't ask me that. If you don't want to know, don't ask me, because I'm going to tell it. I'm going to tell it. Thank you, Irrectable. I appreciate it.
Well, some people also recognize that when they ask how you're doing, it's just a conversation piece. I really don't want to know what you're doing, but I just want to be courteous and say, how you doing? What's going on? And
my Renaissance. Nope, no voice.
So how you doing, my Renaissance?
Yeah, how you doing, my Renaissance?
And your look saying it all.
Tanisha said, I never hold anything in. It's unhealthy for you. I get everything out when it takes me there and then move on. Not getting it out is bad on you. And that's true, Teasy. That is. Holding stuff in will cause harm to yourself.
And letting it go can cause harm to others.
Right. Sylvia said, choose wisely who you talk to. Right. A lot of people sit around and wait on you to fall. They wait on your demise. You know what I'm saying?
Blue Hill, Urban, Backyard Gardener. Did you send me some seeds? I got some seeds and I didn't know who the person was, and I apologized on the video. But when I went to hit at with the name that was the diva name, that name popped up. So could you please let me know if you the one sent me some seeds? Because I was totally confused. Oh my God. Thank you so much.
Hey, Paula, welcome in. Guys, don't forget to hit the thumbs up.
Okay, thank you for solving that mystery for me. I greatly appreciate it.
Now she feel much better, and she ain't gotta sink down trying to figure out who did this, who did it. She feel much better now.
Because that name right there was nowhere on the paperwork on the card. So I was confused, but
so it says, and that's the most dangerous lie we've ever been fed, because silence doesn't heal. Silence
hold it. You hold off on that for a second. I'm gonna speak to you, because sometimes you have to be silent with it.
No,
I'm speaking from a military to civilian life. You have to be quiet with it, because
that's your opinion.
Hold it. I'm talking about me. I'm not talking about everybody else. I'm not talking about everybody else. We're talking about our individual selves.
Right.
So being military wise, you can't tell everybody what's on your mind. And like I've told many people before, it's a good thing to have goats, because them goats I had learned a lot about me. They couldn't express it, but it seemed like they understood what I was saying. They gave me a smile, like they gave me a hoof up. Hey, because everything, you can't tell everybody everything.
You
don't want to tell everybody everything, because everybody don't understand your situation. So that is
and like you just said, one of you all, people really don't care. It's just a courteous thing to do is to ask you how you doing, but you could care less. And you could tell sometimes, because if you start to tell them, then they go like they really didn't want to know. It's just that was a courteous thing to do. But
yeah, as long as they don't interfere with their life, they're fine. They're fine. Long as your problem don't become their problem, they happy with it.
Right.
But I'm just saying, we drown ourselves military and bring it to the civilian world. And you got a lot of people that their family, their marriage and stuff ends because you can't say everything that you're going through or whatever the case may be. I use this for example. Even when we moved in this house, I had so much stress on me that I went 3 towns over. And this was at the middle of the night and everything. I was stressed out and everything. And finally, I started creeping back home around 1 something in the morning. And my wife, kids, everybody looking, where dad at? Where dad? I creeped up. That's when I had a big backyard with all them woods and everything in it. And you couldn't see everything. And you could come to the back of the house, but you couldn't see everything. That's where I was. Once I figured I was doing better, I creeped in, and I didn't come to the house. I went all the way in the woods, and finally, my son, he just decided to start looking at everything. Then everybody came to the back. The situations that hit us and stuff, a lot of it, I couldn't tell my family. And then, and by me not being able to tell my family ended up being a problem at times because they were worried about me. But like I said, when I got them goats, I've been better off ever since. That's it, plain and simple.
Well, that was your therapy.
That's it. Better than that two-legged therapy I had to go see all the time. And then when I realized that was more of a problem talking to them than talking to the goats. And the best thing was just to get it out your system. And the goats, I don't care what nobody said. Goats, they just stand there and look at you. And when you about finish or whatever, my goat smile. I said, "Oh," it seemed like they understood everything I was saying. So when we drowning in silence, sometimes we drown to protect ourselves and protect others. I'm speaking from a soldier aspect.
Mm-hmm.
You can read now, Tampa.
All right, bossa.
Not boss up, boss.
Because silence doesn't heal. Silence hides pain. Silence also buries trauma. Silence creates depression. Silence creates anxiety. Silence creates breakdown. And for some people, silence creates graves.
But you know what? That could be vice versa. Because I know somebody who's always hooping and howling about everything. And they not being silent. And every last one of those things you described, that goes for that person. And they not silent. So it's just not for the ones that silence. It's also for the ones that's hooping and howling and will not shut up and trying to play the pity party.
True that.
You got a lot of them out there like that. Oh my God.
It'd be all right, Tim.
Oh my God. Hey, Nikki. Jackie said everybody don't feel that way. And everything is not for everybody's ears.
True.
Dave said, you surprised animal can feel you because of its nature. I know with my situation, I've always been a type of person. Wait a minute. I personally go to God with my problems, and He comforts me through the hard times. She naturally says.
I told her that's what I said. That's what I just said. That's how I get through it. A lot of people can't get through it that way. That is how I get through it.
So Tiggs is saying, so wait a minute, hold on. I'm missing a whole bunch of stuff. Okay. Tampa Creek Humber is talking about a person and emotional purge. An emotional purge is the emotional equivalent of having a bowel movement. Forms of emotional purging are crying, talking, and writing. And Tiggsy said, so letting someone know they are wrong for making you feel bad is a good thing.
Absolutely. Even if they don't care, I still would let them know how you made me feel. Because if you do care, you will be cautious about not letting yourself allow me to feel that way again. That's if you care. But if you don't care, then it'll probably happen again and again and again. But you should at least let them know. Because some people might say, why didn't you tell me? I didn't know that hurt your feelings. because a lot of people joke so much. I'm one of them, but a lot of people joke a lot, and they don't really realize they hurting your feelings. But so it's good to tell them, because you could just say, "Oh, I'm sorry, honey, I truly apologize. I did not try to hurt your feelings." Because sometimes people joke back with you, but when they decide to not be in the joking mood, then it's a problem.
It ain't funny no more.
So yeah, they don't want to laugh about that. Now you don't hurt their feeling, but this is usually how we, we hang out. We joke like this. We have fun. That's part of our fun. But when you're not feeling it, which I don't know, you're not feeling it, because you might have came over here in a bad mood. Something might have happened that you don't want to share, and I don't know it. So I'm still the same way we usually are when we get together. But yeah, just let the person know, because if they truly care, they will apologize and be genuine about apologizing.
Right. If you feel you need to talk to someone to get something off your chest, you should. But make sure it's the right person you talk to.
Yeah.
This is a conversation, not medical or psychological advice.
And I give it to you again, like you said. There are psychologists out there. That is their job, to listen and encourage and guide. But you know what? When the psychology done had enough, they got to go to somebody themselves. Ask me how I know.
I've heard that. The psychologist got a psychologist.
Right.
The therapist got a therapist.
After so many
because
years.
They hear so much, and which I can see that. They take on a lot of people's problems.
That's
and
it.
It can be probably overwhelming for them.
Hey, Treasure.
Hey, Treasure.
Hey, Treasure. Well,
and being a psychologist, the thing with it is, and I'm speaking from somebody that is very close to me. I went in the military. They went to be a doctor. And after he done talked to so many people so long, I become a doctor. That's where you hear my phone sometime where it says Dr. So-and-so. Yeah.
Right. Simply Bell. It's all fun and games until it ain't.
Till it ain't.
Right.
Joke's not fun if a person not laughing with you. That's bullying. What you saying, Mike?
Yeah.
Mike, you know how I feel when I be up here, right? Tampa and these ladies be doing me so wrong.
Paula, what you mean? Are you serious? I know with my situation, being brought up the way that I was brought up, I didn't talk to a lot of people. I held a lot of stuff in. Navigating my life as an adult, try to figure stuff out, which I'm still trying to figure things out. And people victim blame people. Everything you go through is your fault. That's not always the case. You mistreating me is not my fault. That's your fault. You taking something precious from me and I can't get it back. That's your fault. That's not mine. So sometimes holding stuff in is all you got. Because in my situation, I knew who my mama was. I knew who my kids was. I knew who my cousins and auntie was. I would have been locked up in the institute if I had opened my mouth and talked to my folks. Because in their minds, they already think I'm crazy for prepping. You think the world about the end. No, I just know stuff happens. People lose jobs. People get sick. Why not have something stored up, But when life happened to me in 2020, I couldn't put not one face. I couldn't pick out one face of a person that I trusted when I did what I did for one person. And when I talked to her, the only thing she could do was pray. She couldn't say anything else. She couldn't give me any advice. She couldn't do any of the things that the so-called psychiatrists claim that they're doing. All she could do was pray. She asked me what hospital I was at. And she asked me if I needed her to come there. And I was like, nope, I'm good. Because sometimes when you do stuff to yourself, God teaches you a lesson. When I did what I did to my wrist in 2022, you know how they give you numbing stuff to make things numb so you don't feel it? Mine didn't work. I felt every stitch that doctor put in my arms. Every stitch.
Hey, boss lady Denise.
Hey, boss lady. So, hey, Tia, welcome in. So, keeping stuff balled in.
Hey,
Tia, how
you
doing?
Strength. It's not straight. It depends on what you're going through. I get it. You don't want nobody knowing what's going on in your household, but when you're going through mental issues, it is not good to hold it in.
Just like I believe it's a catch-22 with the families that say what happens in this house stays in this house. And that's because when kids go out over to the other family members' house and start running their mouth, it causes confusion. So because then you might not want them to know daddy beating on mama, because when they see us, we all good. So, that's a catch-22 to me, because if somebody in that house is molesting a child and y'all keeping that on the down low, I don't agree with that.
No.
Somebody needs to be talking, and somebody needs to be made felt comfortable enough to talk about that. So that's the thing why I'm not so gung-ho about what happens, in this house stays in this house, because everything in that house might not be kosher.
10 vote.
Right. And Mike said holding on to toxic treatment makes it worse. Being silent ain't always strength. And for those that's in the background that's dealing with something, staying quiet. If you are in a DV, you are being AB. I'm not trying to say all the words. If you are in those type of situations, staying quiet ain't the best thing for you. It was not the best thing for me, but it wasn't my time for me to leave this world. Because if it was, I wouldn't be sitting on this platform talking to you guys today.
True.
So I get it. Everybody's situation is your business is your business. That ain't always the case.
I use that scenario.
And sometimes
I use that scenario one time in church. We was in women's church, and the subject was, if your best friend tell you something, would you go to your grave with it? And so everybody's on the same thing. We're like, oh, that's my girl, I'm going. I'm not doing it. So everybody's like that. I'm sitting there. And when she finally got to me, I said, so what if my best friend came to me and said, my husband is messing my baby? She was like, whoa, wait a minute. We wasn't getting that deep now. She about flipped out. But I'm saying, you trying to make everybody think if a friend is telling you something in confidence, hold it. I'm not holding everything. No. I'm going to hold whatever I can hold, but I'm not holding everything. If you tell me some crap like that, best believe I'm squealing. So I'm letting y'all know now, don't tell me some trash like that is going on in your household and think I'm going to keep my mouth shut about it. I love the kids. Okay?
That's it.
Right. Hey, Nikki, welcome in, everybody. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. All right. Silence can look like strength, but it is not. Let's talk about it. People always praise the strong one. They praise the one who never complains. They praise the one who keeps showing up. They praise the one who stays quiet. But what they don't understand is sometimes the quietest people are the ones suffering the most. Sometimes the strongest people are the ones closest to breaking. And I know because a lot of us have been there. You hold everything in. You don't want to be you don't want to be a burden. You don't want to seem weak. You don't want people talking about you. You definitely don't want them judging you. So you stay quiet. But inside you are falling apart. How many times y'all see me on this platform? I'm always smiling, laughing, and giggling.
Oh, we know it's fake.
We know that's to hide the pain.
And truth be told, I'm hiding so much pain. Even my Renaissance grandmama know because I talk to her a lot. I remember I called her one day. I think I called my Renaissance grandma about 10 times. I said, "Are you tired of me?" And she fell out laughing. Hey, Gwen, welcome in.
Hey, Gwen.
I'm not going to comment to that.
But it's just something about my Renaissance grandmama voice. It's common. Lynette said, yes, ma'am. The strong ones sometimes go no contact.
What's up, Hugo Homestead?
Associate Minister said, thanks. I agree. It don't hurt the bad people. Silence and suffering only hurts the silent person. Right, Mike? But like somebody said in the chat, I don't know if it was CBR or Teagsy, you can't trust everybody.
Hey, Hugo.
Hey, Hugo. Welcome in. So you really got to pick your battles.
What's up, Dad?
Yeah.
You got to pick your battles on who you can talk to. I know for a fact I should have went to therapy years ago. But in my mind, Black people don't go no therapy. We just deal with it. We strong. We got to take our own. We don't need all that.
Well, that's because that's how our ancestors felt. They did not believe in that. No therapy, nothing. Okay. So that's why we had that.
There was a lot of skeletons in the closet.
Right.
Yeah.
She said, as a child, I was known as the fat thing by my uncle. Yes, I told everyone. What you said, Jamie? Tell everybody, baby.
Hey.
Hey, Gwen, what's up, Bedazzle? Teasy speaking. Let's take a break right quick and do happy birthday to all the February babies. You're born in the month of February. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
It's your day, king. It's your day, queen. Light that candle, let your soul gleam. Hands up high, make the world know your name. We celebrating you, no shame in the flame.
Yeah, you made it. Another lap round the sun. Storms came hard, but you never did run. Held your ground with that fire in your chest. Now we toast to your life, cause you not like the rest. You the backbone, the truth, the fight. You shine like a porch light in the middle of night. From the creek to the stars, we lift you today. Put your crown on right, let the music play. Happy birthday! Stand tall, don't fold. You a story still writing in letters of gold. From the dirt to the sky, you rise each way. So we sing it loud. Happy birthday. Celebrate, elevate, live it your way. Tampa Creek, love every step of the way. You're the spark, the wave, the heat, the flame. Own it now, go on, rep your name.
One shot, one cake, one flame lit. One king, one queen, too real to quit. Another year wiser, stronger, bold. You're a legend, baby, pure solid gold.
It's your day, king, it's your day, queen. Let it shine bright, live that dream. From Tampa Creek with that soul and sway. Happy birthday, go on and slay.
Happy Happy birthday, February, babies. Mackenzie's birthday is Saturday. She will be 12.
So I guess social minister just told me what I really was. Okay.
What were you?
What are you?
I'm a warrior.
Ooh, okay. Happy birthday.
It's your birthday, Sylvia.
Instead of warrior.
Today Sylvia's birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy blessed birthday, Sylvia.
Happy birthday, Sylvia.
Uncle Banner said, not so much as picking your battles as it is picking your friends. My opinion only.
Yeah.
Myself, the following question: is the victory worth the battle? If not, that's time and energy saved. It was supposed to be that part, my Renaissance grandma. It's my day, another trip around the sun. So blessed. 4 sisters, their birthdays March 4, 8, 10, 12, and then mine's the 18th. 5 girls with birthday in March. Okay, girl.
Hey, Hugo.
Hey, Hugo. Everybody is saying happy birthday. You're welcome.
Hey, Miss Alice.
Hey, Miss Alice.
Hey, Tony.
Hey, Tony. Welcome in.
What's up? What's up?
He said, hey, Tampa and chat. Our past generation hid their toxic ways mostly as protection, but now we're in the age of information and self-help. Things have changed with more resources. Welcome in, Tony. Everybody's saying happy birthday.
And add something to that. I'll give you a good example. Out of 13 children, we said, oh, Mom and Daddy, they did this and that. They didn't tell us this and they didn't tell us that. And now that we are the older ones, I find out that the same one that was complaining about their parents, they're doing the same exact thing. Don't want to tell their kids nothing.
Right. You do as I say, because I'm the adult. You just a kid.
Well, no, it's not just that, but there's things you ought to tell your kids that happen in the family, what it is. Good, I make it simple. Okay, Daddy died of a heart attack. Daddy did this and Daddy did that. Oh, you thought you just had a beautiful daddy, but then you find out the way he was living and everything gave him a heart attack. That's something that you should be able to tell the kids or whatever. But no, you keep everything in the closet. The closet's so full that you done dug a hole in the floor, adding more junk in there.
No, I get what you're saying, but what I'm talking about is when things go on to that kid or around them, and by you being a parent, the kid is not allowed to voice their opinion because you're the adult. Yeah, don't make you right. So you make the kid shut down and not want to talk to nobody. Those are childhood traumas that we as adults are still dealing with because we weren't allowed to voice our opinion to tell what was going on.
I got you.
We must remember some relationships have to die in order for the person to live. Staying like the boy pulling girl's ponytail and running away. Mike, I can tell you did that, right, Mike? Closet so full, still warm bodies in it.
That's it.
What you said, cousin? I mean, I get it. A lot of folks didn't have trauma in their families. Or some of the things that go on in other people's household. Like, they never heard of such things. Everybody's family ain't close. Everybody. It's a such thing as you being the black sheep of the family. Not because you did something to someone, It's because you were born. And I don't understand that. I didn't choose to be born in my family. But would I change it? No, I ain't no sense of saying I would, because we can't. If what's done is done, you know. It's what you do next. You choose to continue to have a relationship with people who don't care about you, or you can move on and do what's best for you. Like, I don't know. So the question is, why do people stay silent? Why do people stay silent? One,
maybe sometimes being silent helps them not to deal with it. They just put it so far behind them that they feel like they just don't want to deal with it, which that's not helping anything. But in their mind, they're hiding it, which is still there. That problem is still there, but they believe they are hiding it. Which down the line, that could really be traumatic to somebody's mind, you know, because you've hidden this stuff for so long that it's almost like normal to you.
Right. Badass said, don't do as I do, do as I say. And Hooga said, children seen, not heard back then.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. That's how we grew up.
And still today, children are not like
these kids now. Your young kids be sitting there looking you dead in your mouth, looking at the friend dead. And, oh my, we couldn't do that. When friends came over to see the adults, you had to go outside. But they don't even know what outside is these days because they stuck in front of the TV. But I don't know. Our parents didn't play that mess. No, you not about to sit there and watch us in our mouth talk. You leaving.
Right. Don't, Miss Alice say, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. My parents always told me there was nothing I could not ask them.
Oh, absolutely.
Kids don't get to say so. These new age grandparents are sissified. Whatever, bad ass.
I'll say the new parents. I ain't gonna say grandparents now.
Sure, facts.
No, I ain't talking about no social media. I ain't said nothing about no weed. Okay. Guys, please hit the thumbs up. Moving right along. Yeah, we ain't talking about that. Tony said breaking generation trauma and right. That part. And still today, people are still dealing with generation trauma and curses. But yet, nobody wants to talk about that.
That's another one of those things that was planted in our heads, the generational curse. Well, you got that. Well, you're going to get diabetes because grandma got it, great grandma got it, your mama got it, your sister already got it, and you're next. That's the generational curse that we grew up with. But if I am eating better than, of course, it's not a generational curse. It's you all got diabetes because you all ate the same fat backs every day. It's what you ate every day that gave you what you got. But if I choose to change the way and I can say that because that's exactly what's going on in my family. And see, back in the day, I did not realize what the doctor had to tell me. She said, whatever the age was that the person, like farther on down the line, got diabetes, each person, and I went through my entire family, and they actually got diabetes at the exact same age. And so I don't have diabetes and no one in my immediate family going, after me because we eat like they ate. So it's not a generational curse, but that's what we was taught it was back in the day. But if you're going to do the same things they did, what? Same thing, same results. Different things, different results.
Right.
Well, that's one of the reasons right there. I learned this early in my military career too. They say 9 times out of 10, they always ask you, is your mama sick? Is your daddy sick? What your mama died? What your daddy died of, and all that stuff? I knew my mom was a diabetic, but I wouldn't tell them that my mother was a diabetic. My father didn't start going to the hospital. Let me see. He never went to the hospital. I met him in 74. He worked in security. He got shot. That's the only time he went to the hospital. And then when he came here to live with me, that's when he started going to the hospital. Other than that, he's never been in the hospital. So I tell him, diagnose me. Don't diagnose my parents. I'm not a diabetic. My mom was diabetic. I wouldn't tell that to them, though. I said, diagnose me.
Just like at work, once a year, when we go do the, you have to get that panel done every year, which is when you get your flu shot, when they check your blood, when they do all of this. And so they already got your history in front of them because you've been long, if you worked there a long time, they already got that paper in front of them. And when I get to the table with the diabetes table, they be like, okay, you're so-and-so, you're so-and-so. They tell me all the people that got diabetes, they say, okay, well, can we set you up for? I'm like, no. And they act like they used to get irritated because I didn't want to. They wanted to put me in a program where I go sit and watch movies and listen to all of this because they felt like you next. You're not putting that on me. I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. You know what? No, Amen. No, we're not speaking that. And so, but that's what they would do every single year. They wanted to do the same thing. Well, there's a table over there. Can you go over there and sign up? No, ma'am, I'm not interested. But I'm not interested.
Yep. Nikki, I had to reread Associated Minutes. I was like, wait a minute, we ain't talking about that. But I know what he's talking about now. I had to go back and reread it again. I was like, wait a minute, we ain't talking about that this week. We didn't back talk, but now kids argue back with parents. Yes, they do, and will unallow their parents today. We ain't never thought about raising our hands at our parents. What's up, Peace?
I don't care how mad we were at them.
Hey, Peace.
The best thing for you to do, if you that mad at your parents, pack your bags and leave. Because now it's time for you to leave. Because this house is not big enough for another adult, especially at your age. But trying to harm them, absolutely not.
Right.
Jewel Hamner, welcome in.
She never said, I have 4 teenagers and I make sure I see them and hear them. I grew up not being heard and I learned from that and made sure that I didn't do it to my kids. But then you also have the parents that have favorites. You treat one kid one way and treat the other kids another way.
I don't know about that because my granddaddy, when he started whooping one, we had to line up. I could have just walked in the house. I ain't had nothing to do with it. Get in line.
Right. She said, right. Change our eating habits. When we learn better, we do better. Even doctors ask you about your history so they can give you the poison for your body. What you say, baby? What you said?
You about to make me jump up and run around this? Exactly.
That is true.
Paula said, baby, we ain't sissified. We chose the free world. We are not the parents, but most of them think they're the babysitter. But that's why complaining grandparents don't babysit these fast food kids.
Hey.
She said, I believe that they know the statistics. My mom had young age diabetes. The doctor said she would have one child that has it like that. Yeah, that's with my grandmother. She was a 2-time breast cancer survivor. So all of the women have to go get mammograms because of my grandma.
Yeah, I can see that. But you're not getting ready to put me in some study and want to be sticking me with some needles and inserting some poison in my body just because you think I'm next.
Right.
That ain't happening.
And can I just add? I'm not a doctor.
The Gilbert girl.
I'm not
about that.
I'm not a doctor, but let me throw something at y'all ladies. If you go to the doctor and they say you got a little pimple or something in your breast, and they say it's cancer. Now, correct me if I'm right or wrong. It might not bother you because there's that little pimple there. But when they go when they, Lord have mercy, when they go stick it and talk about they getting a test, isn't that little, it was contained in a little tube. But when they stick it to get a test, didn't they just bust it to put the cancer in your body?
Everybody in the back of the room, if you did not hear that, he could repeat it.
Well, repeat it because I didn't hear it. I was reading the chat.
Well, like I said, if you have Betty, let me see. I ain't got no. I like to give you a diagram so you can see exactly.
Thank you for dropping everybody links, and thank you everybody for hanging out with us. Don't forget to hit the thumbs.
This is a art a what's the name class today.
He said you better stop playing doctor when y'all can't grow a steady crop. What the heck is that?
I don't know who my crop is good, thank you. Now, I'm just we're using this as an example. Female's breast. Now, the doctor said you got this little thing right here. We gonna run a test on you. We gonna get an autopsy to make sure you ain't got cancer. But if it is cancer, now once they take and they run a test, they done put a hole in it. Before it was just this little dot, but after they done put that hole in it,
that's what's called a biopsy.
The point to it is, look what they did. They actually put it in your body.
Right.
It was there. It was there. It was contained. But when they so-called
another thing,
biopsy,
this fits in the same category of what you're talking about. And they swear down. If you today, they still saying the same thing. Back in the day, remember they used to say, well, you have to come in for what you said, and then all of a sudden, I mean, that person could be just looking just like me. But then I find that and then go in there, let them open it, then I got 2 weeks to live. And people back then, you say, well, once you let the ass hit it, and they was like, oh, that is a myth. That is not right. But that person was doing fine before you found it. And that's again. So we are not doctors. We're not criticizing. We're just saying what we have seen and heard. We're not saying that you're wrong and we right. We're just talking about what we heard and what we saw with our own 2 eyes. But it happened all the freaking time. And today they will still tell you that air has nothing to do with it. And I'm not saying it does. I'm just saying what I saw and what I heard.
So, and just to end that, like I said, if you found that little dot right there, why not just go ahead and take it out instead of trying to do an autopsy on it? Why not just take it out?
You dead?
Not an autopsy.
I'm like, autopsy, bro.
Instead of doing a test on it, why not just take the whole dot out and be done with it instead of you poking it and make your whole body bad?
What you said. Well, that comes from like a lot of people say, when you know better, you do better.
Yeah.
Just because they say they got this cure out, don't even mean you got to be a guinea pig.
Well, I used to take shots every year. A flu shot, I took it every year until the C happened. I don't take any of that stuff anymore.
Yeah, I ain't never had the flu shot.
I only took it because, you know, if you didn't take it, you lose your job.
Right.
They used to get mad at me for not taking it. But why was I the only one that didn't get sick every year? What? And y'all have a problem with that? Y'all want to prove me wrong, but you all have been sick and immediately after you got it. But you would get mad at me because I didn't want to take it. But then they made it mandatory and I had to. That was back then when I could take echinacea. I took echinacea the entire winter season. And I told you all this story before, but one nurse, she passed by and she saw the echinacea container sitting on my desk and she just went off on me out of nowhere. This was not your business. You know, I don't know why you keep taking that stuff. That stuff don't work. And I just kind of looked up at it because I'm thinking, why you even addressing me about it? It was the lead doctor. I'm talking about the doctor that's way up there was sitting over there, because usually when a big trauma coming in or something, all the big doctors are there. The doctor was sitting over there and heard him. She said, it may not stop her from getting sick, but she's going to be well way quicker than everybody else, or she's not going to get it as bad. I was like, the best. I was so outdone. I just kind of looked at her like, and she just walked away. But yeah, they was just mad at me because I was an herbal girl. Been an herbal girl my whole life. Okay.
Hey. Ain't nothing wrong with that, is it?
Not a thing.
It's been around before we was thought about.
And if all them doctors would, they might not be religious, whatever, but if they read some of that word, it'll say for your healing.
And you know, when you work in intensive care and it gets so crowded with patients and they run out of staff, the manager actually has to come in. So this one particular night, they was transferring the kid down, and the nurse, and she had this patient. This patient was so sick. And so she asked me, can I come over there and comfort the patient? I'm over there comforting this little girl, and she turned around and sneezed dead in my face. And my manager looked at me. She said, oh my God. She said, you're going to be so sick tomorrow. Was I sick?
Nope.
Echin, baby.
Nope.
And everything else I was doing back then, because I am a herbal girl.
Right. Everybody better get on being a herbal girl or a herbal dude. But hey, do your own research.
Do your own research. I'm only talking from experience. And my experience is not the same as your experience.
Right. And I will make me a mixed tea up real quick.
In a heartbeat.
Baby.
And folks call me up wanting to know. But why you gonna call me and ask me what to take if you ain't got herb? Remember my grandfolks used to say that. You ain't got herb in the house.
You're like my mama.
That's the nice way. That's the nice way of cussing.
Girl, you taking them herbs. What they doing for you? They ain't putting no chemicals in my body. I know one thing. They ain't destroying this organ. And a lot of those herbs saved my family members who knew about the herbs when they got their corona, and their friends too. That's just like any medicine. You can't just take stuff all willy-nilly. Two, some herbs can't be paired together. So you have to know what you're doing when you do it. Yeah.
Research.
Everything can't go together.
Pick up a book.
But nobody wants to read. They want a Kindle. I want my book to read to me. And by the time you get to the good part, you've been asleep and you don't even know what that book said.
Oh, that's true. God, that is definitely true. But I mean, I can't front. The Bible might put me to sleep too. You wake up, that Bible laying on your chest, and you knocked out.
Many times.
Yeah. All right.
Next.
It says, why people stay silent? Fear of being judged. People don't want to be seen as crazy or weak.
Yeah, I can see that.
Fear of being abandoned. They think if they tell the truth, people will leave them. Fear of not being believed, especially people who've been through trauma, abuse, or manipulations. Pride. Sometimes we don't want to admit we need help.
Yeah.
True that.
And number 5, childhood conditioning. Some of us was raised in households where emotions weren't allowed. You couldn't cry. You couldn't express. You couldn't speak. So you learned to suffer quietly, and you carried that same habit into adulthood.
But hold, the ones not be crying all the time. They don't have a reason to cry, but they be crying. Crying just because you told them they couldn't get nothing to drink.
Right. Nigga, what you crying for, nigga? What you crying for? She said, Tampa, what you eating? Tuna? People gotta read and research, right, Tanya?
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
I came across.
Speaking of herbs, I came across a bunch I never heard of and bought all the seeds to plant. My garden will be a mini mountain herb store. Girl, you go.
All right
Tanya.
now. Do tell, hon. You're gonna have to share that as you start.
Yeah,
going
you got to do a show and tell when you get.
Yes, indeed.
All right. You said so many times, right? You got a garbage disposal. That every time you get something new, you want to eat it. Go and get it.
That's being a child.
Right.
They gotta eat it all.
So now you want to eat everything. So what does drowning in silence look like to you? Drowning in silence doesn't always look like tears.
Right.
Sometimes it looks like being irritable at all times, snapping at people you love, feeling exhausted every day, staying in bed too long, Tampa, in bed all the time. I'll be thinking I'm behind the wheel driving, Tampa in bed. Avoid phone calls. I turn my phone on silent real quick. Losing motivation. Losing interest in things you used to love. Feeling empty. Overthinking. Stress eating. I'm stressed, so I'm eating. Isolating. Isolating and pretending you're okay. And people don't notice it because you still show up. You still cook, you still work, you still smile, you still act goofy, you still take care of everybody else, but you're drowning and nobody sees it because you don't speak. Any thoughts?
It was one thing that was hard for me to deal with when I did work.
Okay.
One of my biggest pet peeves was, and you could take this 2 ways. One way you could take it is somebody could come to work with such a bad attitude, and it's because you don't know what just happened at home. So you got to be very careful about how you perceive or receive what they doing. You just got to kind of ignore it sometimes because but I always used to say, well, God dang it, she just clocked in at 7 o'clock. What happened so quick? But you don't know what that person been through. But like myself, you never knew, even though remember that song back in the day? Ain't it funny? The way you feel shows on your face. And no matter how you try to hide, it stays the case. Well,
Right.
you might could tell something happened in my family, but it wasn't because I was treating you wrong. It was because you could just see the sadness, or I'm not as talkable as usual, that kind of thing. But not because I'm snapping you up and down or mistreating you, which I used to hate that when people bring that to work. And like I said, it could go both ways. You don't know what that person went through, so you just gotta just I would just walk away. I'd be like, okay, I don't know what she's dealing with, but I'm gonna leave. You know, because you don't know what they've been through. But I was the type of person, I would never bring my troubles and just, I'm not the type of person to mistreat people anyway. So that wouldn't happen with me. But people would do that. They would treat you horrible. And you would be like, and you know, when they walk away and everybody be like, what did I do?
That's it. What did I do? What did I do?
Everybody be so confused. What?
Right.
But
Jesus said when they get big enough, I'll do a herb tour. And Ann said it makes her not want to clean. You forgot to put yourself first. Jesus said that sounds like depression. That type of stress
it becomes depression
and internal medicine condition. Right.
Yeah.
If people can't see it, it's not real. Doesn't exist mentally and physically.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You never know what a person is going through. Right. So it says why you need to make a fuss. Now here's the part people don't like. This is a part that makes folks uncomfortable because it's the truth. You need to make a fuss. You need to open your mouth. You need to say, I am not okay. Because if you keep suffering quietly, one day you're going to explode or worse. You're going to disappear emotionally. You'll still be alive. Maybe, you may be, and you may not. But you won't be living. You'll just be surviving. You'll wake up every day tired. Not tired from work, but tired from carrying pain, tired from carrying trauma, and tired from carrying silence. And all of those things that I just read is what I've experienced since I lost everything in 2023. So when I decided to finally go through therapy, I still have those moments of not wanting to get up and do anything and just lay in the bed. And I do not like, why am I doing this? What's the purpose? Why? I'm stuck.
Okay, off the subject for a minute. I think it's an enemy in the camp. Now, have you been watching me? Anybody been watching me? I've been doing this. I've been doing this. I've been doing this. But why don't I just look down at my phone and it says that I deleted somebody's message? With which one of these hands did it? Because these hands is up here, up here, up here. But I just happened to look down because you could tell when a message been deleted, and it says I deleted Ann's message. I believe it's an enemy in the camp. I have not touched this phone.
Because they don't want this message out to help people. On my channel.
You sharing this out My Renaissance?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's gonna be on her channel.
Yeah, it's on mine. But that's what I'm saying. I have not touched the phone. My hand is up here.
I don't see Ann nowhere.
Well, that's because she's been deleted. That's why.
But I'm trying to figure out, did you block her?
It says she was hidden.
Can you go back and unhide her?
Child, you know what? I hear people a lot of times when they be having lives, and when whatever the subject is, they be talking about some stuff, and then crazy things start happening. They be like, they don't want us talking about this. I'm like, how is this happening? When my hands are up here. I'm just baffled. But anyway, go ahead with your thing. You said that's all those things, or how you feeling?
Yeah. And I can honestly say Don't be against going to therapy. You have to find a therapist that's actually willing to listen to you and somebody that's going to give you a plan to help you.
Or get yourself a goat.
Or granted, like Jeg said, some of them are there just for a job. It's a job, you know. They're there just to listen, get their paycheck, and go home to their therapy, like my little son said.
I know a lot of people do get pets and stuff. If that helps, get you a pet, get you a dog.
I'm allergic to every hair, including this one, on this one. So a pet ain't gonna do Tapper.
I'm sorry, Ann. I don't know how that happened. I promise you. I don't know.
She back.
Yeah, I see. Because I went on there unhid her, but I don't even know how it happened. I really don't. But yeah, it's you know, if people got a good BFF that they can talk to, even though you don't want to overwhelm them with your problems, because even if they're a good friend, they're going to listen. But still, you don't want to overwhelm your BFF with all your issues. But if it takes getting a pet or a goat or whatever it is, because we have to deal with these issues, because if you don't deal with them, how do they get fixed?
They don't. Jack said get a garden.
Exactly.
Jack said get a garden, and Tiggs said
absolutely. That garden changes so, and people that don't do garden, they probably can't see that, and they know they hear us say it all the time. But if you think it's a myth, get you a garden. That is the happy place. Like Disneyland is the happiest place on earth for kids. That garden is the happiest place for us adults. And the thing is, you dropped that tiny little seed, and now you have food. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. And then you get to watch it grow each little dimension. And then you wait till that fruit come, and then harvest. Oh my God, harvest blows it right out the sky.
That's right. Because by the end of this month, this jackfruit ain't gonna be able to fit in here.
Wow, you got a jackfruit in there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, you right.
She said we beefing on the favorite grandmama high block of all that. All right. And the last but not least. Where is it at? Where is it? Oh, there you go. So why drown?
Oh, nice. Oh, and it's pretty too.
I fell a foot.
Yeah, and I can see you now. Gardening or fishing does the wait a minute. She said gardening, fishing does the. Why I can't see the chat?
Who is it? Who is it? Maybe I can read.
Oh, that Gilbert girl said garden or fishing does it for me. I can't do the fishing because they got snakes out there.
Oh, I would love to go fishing. I need me a fishing partner. I would love to go fishing.
Well,
get your sister to go with you.
When I was at the prison,
my sister ain't going to no fish, girl. I used to fish with my daddy.
When I was at the prison, fishing is all I did. I come home from work, go fishing. That was an everyday thing.
That Gilbert girl said a jackfruit tastes like a sponge.
It might taste like a sponge, but it sure tastes good. It don't smell good, but it tastes good.
Oh no, it doesn't.
Yep, that jackfruit is a favorite. It is a flavored sponge. Right, that Gilbert girl. I don't do no snakes, baby. No. So, last but not least, why drown in silence? Instead, make a fuss. Why drown in silence when your soul is screaming loud? Why hide behind a smile when your heart is breaking down? You sit there swallowing pain, but it's something you deserve, acting like you're okay while your spirit loses nerves. They told you to be strong. They told you don't cry. So you learn how to suffer and still look people in their eye. But silence is not strength. It's a cage with golden bars. And every unspoken tear turns into invisible scars. You don't have to be quiet to prove you can endure. You don't have to stay small to keep everybody secure. Because the truth is, you've been carrying too much, and your breaking point is begging for a healing touch. So make a fuss, make it loud, make it known. Stop bleeding in private. Let your pain is yours alone. Speak up, stand tall, tell the truth. Because silence has drowned too many hearts, too many dreams, too many youths. If you're hurting, say it. If you're tired, admit it. If they wronged you, expose it. If you need help, request it. Your voice is not a burden. Your tears are not a crime. You've been silent long enough. Now it's your time. So don't drown in silence when you can rise above the storm. Make a fuss, make a stand, and watch your pain transform.
But sometimes you can't tell your pain to everybody. You can't speak it because even though you're going through the pain, you are the strong one in the family. There's a lot of times you can't let the family, your friends, or whatever know because you're actually the strong one.
That's based on the same thing I was going to say, Jigs. You was picking my brain. Because my question was, when they said, let it out, what, just let it out in a room by yourself or let it out to somebody else? Because if you let it out to somebody else, you're going to be the problem.
Right.
You always got an issue. You always fussing. It's this way, or do you? So does that mean just let it out? If you got to scream or whatever, let it out, or does it mean tell somebody about it? Because just like what Jags just said, everybody might not want to hear it.
It just depends on your situation. Everybody don't need to know your business. You can go to somebody that's willing to listen to you, or you can journal. You can write it down, burn it up, do whatever you're going to do. You can go out there, holler, scream, throw a tantrum, roll around on the ground, do whatever you got to do to make a fuss and let it out. Stop holding on to things that's traumatizing to you, that's holding you back, that's hurting you. You got to let this stuff go. Because at the end of the day, it ain't hurting nobody, whether you let it out or not. It's only hurting you.
Oh, and just to say, using myself for the example, you can't let it out because you're the strong one, and you let it out, you'll hurt others in the family. But by me keeping it in, I also have to know that I have to release it to God. Because He's the one I'm depending on. He's the one I'm going to ask to strengthen me. Let me go another day. I'm going to have to talk to God to get my relief. I can't just talk to the average person.
Stay out of my brain, Jigs.
Well, guess what, Jigs? Everybody don't
when
believe.
When people are good and they got a good mindset, they think alike.
No, but when somebody don't believe how you believe, then what do they do?
Well,
it ain't nobody. It's you and God. Don't nobody else know
that's
about it.
What I'm saying. What if the person is an atheist and they don't believe in God? What if a person don't believe in God?
If you don't believe in God, you believe in something or somebody.
Okay. I'm just saying for the people who listening in the bushes. Everybody don't believe like y'all.
But what I was going to say, based on what Jags had said, because like I said, I am the one that everybody brings their problems to. And I'm not to knock therapy for anybody, but I think I have been my own therapist, me and that Bible. Because when things are going on that I can't handle, I dig myself deep into that. And when I do that, the answer comes up. And then I'll be like, oh, so, and nobody ever knew. So I did not need another party to tell me this is what I should do. I talked to God about it over and over and over and over until it came to me. I was like, oh, okay, that's what I'm going to do. And I do it. Nobody ever knew what I went through because I worked it out myself through prayer and fasting or whatever.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that's for everybody. I'm not saying therapy is not for people. I'm telling you how I work it out. And nobody ever knew that I was going through that.
Piece of land, baby. You be on there talking in that garden.
Who are you talking about?
You. Like, I said, because if you had that space that you want the garden, baby, you wouldn't be talking to nobody but in that garden.
Child. That is a pipe dream that I want so bad.
Yeah.
You're not the only one, trust me.
I want that pipe dream so bad.
The strongest person's the one that needs someone to talk to, right? And I held a lot of stuff in and still holding a lot of stuff in because my family is not the family that I can trust. Let go, let God take it. Tiggs is saying therapy is great. Everyone, if you can't afford it, you should go to therapy. It's in life. Yeah, and I was resenting going to my therapy. When the lady called my name, she could see on my face I didn't want to be there. I was like, she was like, how you doing? I said, I don't want to be here. She said, I could tell. And I was honest with her. I literally had all of this come out. And then when she got sick, and canceled to reschedule, I was like, no, she not talking about rental. So I said, this lady done canceled my appointment on me. I got a mouthful to talk to her.
You ain't get her permission to be sick.
I ain't get her permission to be sick at all. I was like, lady, what's your problem? But
different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, it does help some people, and some people, had that mindset like I had in the beginning. I ain't about going to no therapy for what? What I need to do that for? Suck it up, put some dirt on it, and put a band-aid on it, keep on going.
And see what they did for me is it stopped me from reacting off the first action. When something happened, instead of me reacting right then, I went into prayer. And when I go into prayer and deep into it, and the answer comes, it's like it's written clean in front of my face. And I had to learn how to do that because I was reacting on the first impulse. And then it just didn't go the way I wanted to. So that is something I taught myself and I learned to do it. It works for me. And that's what I do now. If I ever feel like I need to talk to somebody else about anything else, I mean, I don't really know anybody I could talk to like that about something like whatever's going on. But that has worked for me.
Right. That grounding is very helpful.
And yes,
a lot of people don't want to ground because they're like, I'm not putting my feet on that bare ground. I'm not going to touch that ground.
But give me off a little space to ground in. It just can't be everybody's space. It has to be cut out. Personally, if I have to put a fence around it, but I would like to ground, but I can't ground on everybody's ground area.
And going out there on the sidewalk is not grounding people.
No.
You got to get on some dirt.
Public service announcement. If you believe in God, you believe in God. If you believe in whatever that you lift your eyes up and raise hands to, that is what you do. Me, myself, I believe in God.
Mike said, God, nature, goodness.
Public service announcement.
In something. Yeah, it's great to ground.
I had a problem with it, but like I said, if I could get my own personal area, if I get some land, they're going to have to cut me out. Just this is mine. Nobody else can come into this. This is mine.
Anybody seen Sassy?
Not tonight. Oh, and I haven't seen her in a minute, though.
That's what I'm saying. I ain't seen her in a minute. Speak pain to wind. Let it carry it away. What you saying, Mike? And T said, I love therapy. It gives it gives with God as well. You can talk to them both. And that Gilbert girl said, God is the way.
Hey.
Some
Amen. I turn my
the lights
heavenly
more
Father
than
to
checking on. What you said,
pain
Mike? What
first,
you
but
say?
I
I check the light out.
Then burning, throwing, and
Therapy
okay.
is a tune-up.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Therapy is
okay. Yeah.
Guys, don't forget to hit the thumbs up on everybody's channel and share the live out so someone can watch the replay. This might help them. Some people experiencing need prayer and more. And Tig said people should remember God puts people and things in this world to help you. That is his way as well. He'll put thongs. I mean, she might say things in your path, not thongs. It's up to you to recognize, right?
Right.
Yeah, therapy can look like a lot of different things. Counseling professional,
absolutely,
or a close friend, family member, prayer, garden, fishing, creating art. Yeah, because when I do
all of that,
my
all
arts and craft, I get so much peace when I'm doing something with my hands, like drawing or coloring or
That's why I love fishing by myself.
Hey,
I can't go fishing with you, huh? Okay.
Penny said, amen. I turn to my Heavenly Father, two of my pain first, but I find writing my pain on paper, then burn and throw it into a fireplace to release it in pride. Penny, I have done that too.
Yes, Penny Ortiz.
If that what works for you, absolutely.
Yep. I use journals. I hadn't wrote in a journal in a while, but I told myself I was going to start back journaling. What is grounding? Grounding is when you go take your socks and shoes off
talking to you, phone,
and go stand outside in some dirt, Jackie. Just barefooted in dirt. Dirt. You just out there in dirt, just walking around.
In the dirt, not an ant mound.
Right. Don't get in no ant mound now. Getting you some real
energy in that. Is energy inside of that impulse energy that comes up through your body, and it's supposed to even help with things that's going on with your body, not just your mind, but it's supposed to help with a lot of things. And like I said, just me thinking about it, I can't see it, but if I know I got some area that nobody has been trampling in, nobody dog been coming through there, and all of this crap, then I can see myself doing it. But other than that, you got to clean that area up for me. Real good.
I cannot ground by my feet. I feel connected by my hands. I love my hands on the ground. See, I could do my hands and my feet, baby. I stayed outside.
You can actually lay down there as well. You can lay your whole body down there.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to try grounding this spring in my yard. Okay, that good girl.
Awesome, yeah.
Grounding is touching nature, proven to
re-energize. Yep.
I see Eco neighbor out there all the time, grounding his feet out there.
Hey, one crafty sister, welcome in, Fatima. Welcome in.
I do have a grounded mat, so you can put your feet on while you're sitting at the desk or whatever.
I'm gonna go out there and roll around in the dirt. McKinney, you wanna go roll in the dirt? She talking about therapy comes in different forms.
Yes.
And Jackie said, I do that every day, baby. Walking outside barefooted. Yep, ground is therapeutic. What's up, one crafty sister? Fatima said, coming from a person, me who suffered from childhood trauma, talk to someone you trust or a therapist. God and I found what works for me, a group of people who are battling similar issues. Right, Fatima? Stop being silent, man, and stop holding on to this stuff. You know, so many people done lost their lives because they couldn't talk to nobody. You know what I'm saying? Just people make it so. That's why I say community don't exist no more. Don't come to me talking about no community because you don't know what community really means. No. I just can't do it. Group therapy is awesome. I've never tried group therapy. Hey, Lefty. I live in a city, no grounding for me.
Yeah, you don't know what's in that ground, honey.
Angela dropping seeds inside helps me. I just know you just got to find something you passionate about to like when I started doing the coloring and the drawing at night, it actually relaxed my mind. You know, I still got some more segments that I want to continue doing, and doing the crafting with Tampa on Saturdays. That really brings me a lot of peace and joy. You know, I'm only focused on what I'm doing. Because if you're drawing and you ain't focusing on drawing, you got to mess up. Y'all might not see me mess up, but I know on this paper how something's supposed to look. I'll be like, oh, shoot, I messed it up. But it could be the simplest little thing, you know. Even with doing the plastic canvas that I do, if I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing, I can easily miss a stitch. So you just have to find something, whether it's journaling, walking in the park, go sit out in the park, go sit by the creek, go skip.
I was just gonna say that. Yeah.
Yeah, just find something. You know, if you're one of those people that don't want to talk to nobody, find something that will bring you joy, peace, and will calm your mind down to help you get rid of anxiety and all of the other stuff that we dealing with.
As my mama used to say, go sit in the bathroom and turn the water on in the sink and just let it run.
And even a hot soaking bath with some Epsom salt and lavender
and some rose petals. And
yes.
Back in the day, a glass of wine sitting on the side and some Kenny G.
Yes. Let's go sit back, just find something. Shoot. You don't have to suffer in silence. If you do something to make you feel better. But you releasing that.
I'm about to make somebody else suffer and y'all gonna hear it.
Uh-oh.
Not holding it. Right, Mike, I am. I releasing every time I draw in color. Growing in my neighborhood, there was a community center. Us kids and teens had weekly meetings groups of our interests. Most of us turned out well. Guess that was therapy without knowing. Because I used to be a part of the 4-H group. Yeah.
Absolutely.
What's up, Ronnie?
Some people could just go sit on a bench at a lake and throw, little bread and that just brings them so much comfort and relief. So that is different. It's whatever works for you, that brings you comfort.
Now I used to do that too. Go feed the geese. Just take crackers and breads out there, or I'll just go sit at the park and just listen to nature. It's just you got to do something to calm your mind down.
Yeah.
What up, Ronan? Lefty.
What's up, Ronan?
And during these days, because I've been seeing a few creators that I had not seen for like a few weeks or whatever. And when they came back, they just said just the everyday dealing with all the rumors of, what scripture says, wars, rumors of wars and just everything going on. They had to step back.
Mm-hmm.
They had to take a step back, and that's why you haven't been seeing them. And when they came back, they said that's what they had to do, because just hearing that junk all the time could drive anybody crazy. You got to turn that TV off sometime. But it's whatever you already know. And if you don't know, try all the little things that we've been talking about. And it might not even be any of them. You might find something totally different that brings you such a peace and calm.
No, reading a book, getting in a chair with a nice cup of tea, get you a nice book, get you a nice little lamp and dim down.
What up, YouTube police? Welcome in.
And just get in a chair and just sit back with your favorite book. Read it. Teague said, tap on the ting and paint. Say your artwork when you get enough to do so. Yes, girl, I got so much I'm planning on doing. Y'all gonna be like, what in the world? I gotta take Mackenzie's hair down and braid hers. But braiding my hair, and everybody was like, girl, you do so good. Why don't you do hair? That's not my passion. I'm not passionate about doing hair. I did it because I had to, because I had 3 daughters, So, nope, doing hair is not my passion. Hey, YouTube police, what's up? What's up? Tampa, if you dive into your craft, it will be your therapy and you can make money. Yes, Teasy.
Yeah.
Yep, but I got something else that I'm working on now. You're gonna be surprised about it. I just hadn't said anything. I know my Renaissance grandmama know, Jigs know. YouTube police say he at work. Get passionate about the money, though. Mike, that's what I'm about to do, though. About to do it, though. I was watching this young lady the other day, and she said, y'all do hashtag, why not me? Why not me? Why not? Why do people make you feel guilty for wanting nice things?
Everybody want nice things.
Because they want it too.
Yeah, why? Why you gonna make me feel guilty because I want to be a good content creator and I want my channel to blow up and I want to get some money out of it so I can do the little things that I want to do? Why you mad because I want me some land or I want to travel, I want to do this, why I do this? Why shouldn't I deserve nice things? Why shouldn't I deserve a nice set of teeth? If you a dentist out there and you watching me, y'all can sponsor me. I need that's what I want to know next.
YouTube police said, folks, people tend to be envious on what others have.
Right. Lefty said, I sit and listen to the music. I like to relax. Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about the Benjamins, baby. Yep, she said, right. I want nice things. I deserve nice things. You get out here and sweat and work. Sweat and work. I've never been into having luxury cars, you know. As long as the car get me back to A and B and back to C and back to A. As long as it's decent, you know, and it ain't breaking down on the side of the road every other, you know, day. But living in Indiana, you be on the side of the road hitting potholes.
You know, mentally, it has to be a big difference between people who like what we talking about. We talking about reading the book. We talking about music. But you know, there's a group of people who none of that would pacify them because they have the mind of, if it's not the diamonds and pearls and flying to Rome and Paris and doing all these luxury. I am so glad I never had that mindset. And you know what? My child didn't grow up like that, and my grandchild definitely didn't grow up like that. But baby, that he'll walk out of here like a bum in a minute. He has never been into those, which was good on my end that they wasn't in. I mean, he did kind of grow up on Jordans, but that was it. But now he wears my shoes, whatever they are, because I do wear men's shoes, tennis shoes.
Wow.
I'm so glad that we never had that. You know, that you had to have all this glitz and glam, because you know what they say about everything that glitz, that ain't gold, baby. So, but I'm so glad that it is just an era where everybody can find whatever their piece is, and it don't have to cost you $1 million to have that piece.
That's why I'm glad I was never one to be ran by money.
I'm pouring that Mike. Mike, I don't have a husband, baby. Tampa is single. And as soon as I get me a nice set of teeth, I'm going to be ready to mingle. So guess what? I ain't got no man, dude.
I understand.
I don't know that I've ever understood that statement. Right. Tampa, he's why Tampa inviting strange dentists in her mouth. If they gonna give me a nice, they gonna give me a nice set of dental implants so I can be able to do stuff. I'm good, Mike.
You just better check them credentials.
I'm telling you.
Right. What you say, I understand wanting nice things, but ultimately I believe that the success of the effort we make determine the things we possess. Yeah, I mean, I get tired of people telling me, girl, you ain't no you ain't no celebrity. YouTube's done already picked who they gonna be celebrities. I'm not trying to be a celebrity. I'm just trying to live comfortable so I can do some traveling, do the little things that I want to do, and not be stressed about money and finance and bills. Because at the end of the day, everybody needs money to survive. You can't get no goats without no money.
You got that? Well, you can go steal it, but
you going to jail.
That gets you shot.
You going straight to jail. Y'all don't be listening. Stay strong, Ronnie. Good live, Tampa. You all have a great evening and day tomorrow. Good night, Tiggs.
Good night, Tiggs.
You said making good decisions help us obtain the things we want. Yeah, and I choose to travel. I want to see this world, and you need money to do that with. I want nice things. I ain't got to have expensive things. Because, hey, I shop at Family Dollar, the Goodwill. Somebody else's treasure, somebody else's junk. Thank you. I was never the one to follow trends. I made my own trend, right? Lefty Penny said, you are worth all the things in life that's good. I lift you up in all your desires. Thank you, Penny. I appreciate you.
If I wanted YouTube money, I could have been and had it. I've been on here since 2011. I don't let money move me. I know I need money, but I don't let money move me.
Well, my money needs to move me because I got to get about this girl house.
That's a different move, Tampa.
Right. Thank you. I need to get in my own spot. Sweet dreams, teeth. Might tell some gold teeth. I want them gold teeth. Might talk with diamonds.
Well, since Tampa is inviting somebody in her mouth, as Mike says it, I'm inviting somebody who wants to give me some land.
Right, that part.
That's not invitation. And I'm not trying to be picky, but I would like some water on my land. I would like a well already on my land. I would like the land has already been checked out and it's good for crops, and I want to make the earth spaces good. I want all that checked out first. I'm not being picky. I'm just saying that's what I'm throwing out there. Okay.
Hey.
Right.
And that would make me very happy.
You gotta put it in the atmosphere.
Baby, what is that song? Silence the noise in my head because I want to hear him. Yes.
Right.
Silence all the noise.
Tampa, you should not care about what other people think or say, but I'm sure you know that. Oh, I know that. I talk about myself, so it ain't nothing you can say about me that's going to offend me. Because guess what? I already know what it is. People get in here, girl, you ain't got no teeth. Ain't tell me something I don't know about. Tell me how to get something that don't cost $30,000. Oh, I forgot. Go in the storage and get them out. That's what Jack's thinking. I go in the storage, girl. I want that YouTube money too. Look at girl, give a girl. Yes. And it can be made. There's enough money out here for people to make some money without you trying to hate on them or sabotage.
That's just that human nature.
Right. I'm sure that a little luck never hurt. I'm planning to simplify my life. Sometimes less is more. Right, Ron. I can't wait till March get here when the sun come out and I can go over there to that storage. Man, I'm selling everything. I'm selling it all. I might even sell my.
Don't do that, Tampa. Tampa, don't do that. Don't do that. Get it down this way. Get it down this way, Tampa.
I'm gonna say I might sell my ditches.
You took too long to say it though.
You can do 5 things with money. Save it, give it away, buy time, buy it.
I needed 2 or 3 of them right there, my Renaissance.
Whatever.
2 or 3 of them right there in that statement.
Yeah.
Out the gut, boy, man.
Hey, Tampa, you the one that put that break right there.
Simply Bell said, YouTube police, people who say they can't and won't allow themselves to go after what they need and want, they hold themselves back and expect you to as well. Right. I'm not letting nobody hold me back. Nope. I want it all. I want to travel all 50 states. I want me a passport to go see other countries. I want it. Because at the end of the day, you can't take none of that mess with you when you leave here.
And see, that's the difference, because I don't want none of that. I just want me a country home where I could just sit out there and let the wind blow through my face and
I
hair
know how you
and
feel,
sit out there and look at my food and look at the stars and have a swing on the porch. And I want to, because I'm old. I just
You
want
ain't all you
I
experience.
just want the simple things in life.
Thank you.
I had the simple things in life. I want something better now.
That's what I'm saying. That's the difference. We want totally two different things, and that it could be 50 of us on here. How many of us on here? We all can want totally different things that's going to make you happy. But I'm a simple person. Always been simple.
Yeah, I just want to live life because it took me 48 years. Good night, Tia. 48 years to see the ocean. I'm not living. I am not living, and I can admit that I am not living. I could have been seeing the ocean years ago. But I've always made an excuse to just go to work and stay in this little box of comfort. If I was scared of it or feared it, I never got out of that box. So fear has truly held me back from doing a lot of the things.
Good night, Penny Ortiz. Good night.
Good night,
Penny. Good night, Penny. She said the naysayer. So yeah, I want to live. I'm about to be 50 in May, and I want to see some of the things that I got on my bucket list. 32 at the bottom, 32 at the top. That's a lot. Cause I'm not about to play with you. You mean don't care about what others say, right? I don't. I will say it more about character.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I just try to have fun, try to live my life the best of my ability, treat people how I want to be treated, and that's up to you whether you return the favor. At least I did my part. Yeah. So if you guys enjoyed tonight's discussion,
Lawson Farmer, welcome in.
Saturday, I am doing a giveaway of us being a content creator for a year and reaching over 1,500 subscribers. So we will be doing a giveaway Saturday.
Wait a minute. 1 year?
1 year. February 22nd made the first year of me going live.
Girl, surely you've been around longer than that.
That's what I said, my Renaissance.
My God, 1 year?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess you didn't start bugging me to probably like months.
Well, yeah, I've been on YouTube since 2012, but I was not a content creator, and I didn't do my first live to Jegs in February of last year.
Yeah, I remember your first live with Jegs
and Micro.
Yeah.
Yep. So I will be doing a giveaway Saturday. Yep. Oh, that's a little.
All is good. All is good.
Penny said, I'm going to bed myself, livestock to feed before daylight around here. I'm praying for you before I close my eyes tonight. Thank you, Penny. I appreciate you. Did I miss any questions? I just want to create a life that I don't need a vacation. I'm still going to take trips. So my giveaway is going to be a Q&A. Let's see who knows Tampa.
I don't want to know Tampa.
Well, you won't win nothing if you don't know them.
Baby, if it ain't land, I don't want to win it no way. You giving away land?
Yep, I am. How many acres you want?
Hey, my grandson. She's sending you a box. She's sending you a box with some dirt in it.
Oh no.
YouTube, please say, I'm gonna make you a miniature with a house and some chickens and some goats and your little garden, and then I'm gonna put it in a box and I'm sending it to you. The reason I don't understand it is I don't know if anybody deserves anything. I don't think I deserve things because I want them. Well, I can't agree with that, YouTube police. You work all your life. You don't think you deserve anything? Vacation, time off, a nice
Deserve
house.
the peace.
Yeah, peace. I know I deserve some peace. Holding yourself back from positive things or allow yourself to be held back from positive. Simply be all right. I'm moving different though. It's a new year. It's a new me. Hey, Olives, welcome in. It's time to travel. Your granddaughter's blessed because she get to go with you, right? And I'm done. I'm done with the shenanigans. You know,
now some people are holding themselves back, but I think money is holding a lot of people back.
Yes,
money, because Uber ain't doing it. It ain't doing it. Selling painting tutorial sessions and painting kits may be a way to make extra money. Oh, that's what me and my Renaissance grandma talked about. Yeah, thank you, Alice. Hey, Floss. Yeah, that's what me and my Renaissance grandmama talked about. So that was a confirmation right there.
There it was. Oops, there it is.
Right. It's more about the ability because Jamie and my Renaissance said the same thing about what Jamie and my Renaissance said. So that was another confirmation, you know, about my herbs and stuff. So
do that thing, girl. Do that thing.
I'm about to do it. My daughter to my mama, can you just get you some clients to braid their hair? No, because I didn't want to braid my own. You think I want to braid somebody else's? And then
just because you have the skills to do something don't mean you want to do it.
Right.
Because if that's not bringing you happiness, it'll bring you money. But if it's not bringing you happiness.
Right. Yeah, and I don't never be happy braiding nobody's hair. Nothing new grows in the same.
I would be happy if you braided my hair, though.
You might. What you want done to your head?
Well, I was going to say some braids, but somebody told me I was too old for braids.
Who told you that lie?
A co-worker.
Tell that co-worker.
Don't you think you too old for them braids in your head?
Go tell that co-worker go smack herself several times. You want me to do it when I stop the
If I don't be done cut it off by then.
YouTube police, I used to work like that. And when I retired, I still got paid for 9 months and didn't go to work not one day. So that tells you how much time I took off.
Yeah.
Legendary said, abandon fear, ditch the box. But I was also told, take fear with me.
Take it with you?
Take it with me. Do it anyway, but take it with me. That's how you get over the fear. Because you done took it with you. You done did it. And then you move on to the next thing.
Like I said, sometimes fear is good.
Right. If I said I deserve to be in the NBA, does that mean I should be? If you deserve to be in there, you got skills.
But if you don't know how to bounce a ball, just say it's a dream you had.
Right.
Tampa, did you buy that roll-on or spray Benadryl spray I told you to get?
No, this right here is what my doctors prescribed me.
That stuff that they tell you to get. What? You listen to me. You don't listen to them. You listen to me.
Okay.
Because if you had got what I told you, you only had to rub it on there once.
Yeah,
and this is good to go.
Oh, it hurts so bad.
Yeah, mine went to my retirement too. That's why I was out 9 months and got paid every month.
Hey, Flossin Farmer.
I really don't say I deserve anything. I just say what I want.
Right. I ain't never said it neither. I just know I want some things that I want to do. I want to travel.
I want the 150 acres.
If I say I deserve to be president of the United States, doesn't mean you might be doing a better job.
Hey, we'll take you. We'll take you.
You might do it. Go run. Yeah, you two please go to run. We'll vote.
We will take you.
Anything better than what
you got my vote.
I don't know if you deserve it, but we will take you.
Right. He said time to do a podcast at the library. That's interesting. Thank you, Jackie. I do that I can make decisions based on what leverage I have. Yep. If you're gonna run for president, let us know what we're supposed to vote at. No, I'm not
straight off the bat. You got my vote.
What you said, that could mean money or who I know that's willing to help or support my decisions. Well, I just know for a fact that I just stopped looking for people to help and support me. I came in this world by myself. I'm going to lead this world by myself. So I need to do the things that I need to do for me.
Tampa,
whatever.
Correct you.
No,
you came here by yourself, but that don't mean you will leave by yourself.
Oh, yes, I am. I'm not going in the casket with you.
No,
or
but
in
when
the Pringles can, or
no, but you being in that car, and it's all six of you. Six can leave at one time.
I think the only time I really use the words deserve is like when there's so much chaos going on, everybody talking, and then I'll be like, could everybody just please leave? I deserve some peace and quiet right about now. Now, I use deserve in that sense. You know, everybody like, I got ADHD as it is. Everything is bouncing around. Could y'all please just step away? I deserve some peace and quiet. So I use deserve in that sense. But I don't really say I deserve anything in life. I want it, but I don't say I deserve it because what did I do to deserve it?
So YouTube police said I work from 64 hours a week to 96 hours a week. I don't think about deserve. I think about I can either buy this or buy that. And that's how I want to be. I need to be in a position to buy this and buy that, go here, go there, do what I need to do. Because ain't nobody sitting around waiting on somebody to give it to me. It ain't coming.
Mike, would that really make you happy?
What?
You would have a TV show and that you would be making money, and that might not have been your ultimate goal. He said if he could rule the world, he have all the squirrels.
I think every gardener will
give
it to you.
And if you could just keep them over there and keep them out of other people's garden, baby, you would be number one on their list.
Right. They'll be glad to give you all the squirrels. I have always been rich, but never had a lot of money.
That can be very true. You
that's
can
the
be
way to look at it
so
too.
many other things. Money is not. We want money, but it is not the all in all.
That's it.
He said the things I'm rich in are friends and family. Well, I can't say I'm rich in that because I ain't rich in that. I have about 1.4 years in personal time saved. It will go toward my retirement. Mackenzie, if you don't plug my thing up, get up. Now plug it up. Well, guys, my laptop about to die. It's not. Plug it up. Here is a good teacher, but even more. This is not. Who is you talking to? Now plug it up because it's not.
It is plugged up.
Mackenzie. All right, y'all. Let's shut it down because somebody put their tablet up. Oh.
Time for everybody to go to
bed. Didn't we?
Yep. 2 hours and 28 minutes.
Ew.
Good conversation. Didn't look at the clock.
Everybody, we enjoyed the conversation. We enjoyed your input. We enjoyed your thoughts because we all have to we need everybody's voice for a conversation to learn and everything. So it's been real.
So if you're drowning in silence, think about it. Talk to whoever you serve. Talk to the person that you can trust, or just go out in the field or the park by yourself and scream.
what you said. This is not plugged up. Something ain't right. Plug it in there because it ain't coming on.
Thank you for coming, Gary.
I appreciate everybody.
Everybody, because you could have been anywhere.
Yes.
Okay.
And like I said, a lot of people just stay in the bushes and don't say anything, but we thank you so much for your input.
Good.
Because that's how you learn.
Right.
That's it.
Sometimes you'll say something that somebody never even thought of before.
Right. We learn from each other.
We learn from each other.
Never get to the point where you think you know it all.
You know it all.
And if you do, I want to be around you.
Blessings to you as well, Ala.
You guys have an
awesome night. Yep.
Awesome and beautiful night. We will see y'all in the food stamp line tomorrow, 1:30.
Peace out, y'all.
In the street. Peace out, y'all.
Deuces.
Creekside Queen, Tampa, queen of the creek. Built on faith, yeah, the roots run deep. Turning dust to gold, every crop I keep. Hard work don't stop, I don't ever sleep. Up before the rooster, hands in the dirt. Every seed I plant, gotta know my worth. Ain't no silver spoon, had to build my own. Now the homestead strong like the crops I've grown. Brick by brick, stitch by stitch. Turning small town life into something rich. Crafting my dreams, got the hammer and thread. While the world's still talking, I stay 2 steps ahead. From the garden to the stream, from the land to the sky. Blood, sweat, and faith, that's how I ride.
Hey, Tampa, queen of the creek. My bad. Peace out, y'all.